Hi, this is your pick a card reading for January 2020. So, pick a stack. This is stack 1, stack 2, and stack 3, and each stack has information about your general life for January, for your career, and obviously for your love life, your twin flame connection, anything basically you need to know about your romantic situation. So pick a number 1, 2, or 3. I would recommend you listen to all 3 as well, because some groups tend to kind of like link together, or there might be messages in the different groups for you. Okay, so let us start with group 1. Okay, so group 1, generally you've got the Magician. For your career, you've got 5 of Wands. And then for your romantic situation here, you've got the Page of Swords, who's come out with flirt, rebirth, and this message. When you pass from the world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you've shared with those you love. Okay, so generally, you're having a really good month in January. January is the first month of the year, and the Magician is number 1 in the Major Arcana. So you're going to manifest a lot of good things in January. It's a really fresh start. You're very powerful. You're very aligned with the universe. In this month, I do feel like you're starting to see results about what you've been trying to manifest. Things you've been asking for some time are going to start making an appearance in your life. You're feeling really, really powerful. That's the main word that keeps being given to me, is powerful. So, you're feeling very successful here, and you're going to start actually seeing some really good things coming for you. You might have to keep pushing forward. It might not always be easy, because I am getting that, with this 5 of Wands here, you might feel like things are a little bit of a struggle. But, I do feel like actually you're being guided for your career. Is don't actually try and push forwards too much. You're going to make progress just by being in this Magician energy, just by manifesting things. Like, you don't have to keep pushing forwards. You don't have to keep, trying to take charge. Sometimes it's better to take a step back and ask the universe to bring you what is meant for you, rather than you trying to force things. Because ultimately, what you're asking for is going to arrive. It might not happen straight away. It might not happen this month, but it is going to come. There's a lot of support here for you in your career in January. However, I am picking up that, you might feel like you want to be more independent. You might feel like, you're taking on too many responsibilities. It might feel like a little bit of a burden. But that's all to guide you to kind of take a step back, to not try and keep pushing forwards, and to actually just work on taking small steps rather than big leaps. That's the main message that's coming through for your career. Don't feel like you've got to come on in huge leaps and bounds. Sometimes just small steps, that's what actually gets you closer to your dream and your long-term goal, rather than trying to push forward too much too soon. Onto your love life. So with the Page of Swords here, I'm getting that there is going to be some kind of good news. There is going to be a little bit of communication for you in January, but it might not be everything that you want. However, it's going to be what's needed for some kind of light-hearted connection here. Things have been quite tense between you and this person for some time, and you are going to be enjoying flirting. This could even be flirting with someone new, if your person is still quite distant. But you're going to be, enjoying this light-hearted energy, and you are going to be sharing it with other people. You have been through a rebirth. In January, it could be that you see a rebirth in this connection. Especially in kind of the fun side of things, because I'm getting here that things have been too serious for too long. And this rabbit doesn't want to be dressed up in this stupid outfit. He wants to be a rabbit. He wants to be having fun. And I am now seeing that there's going to be kind of a lot of sexual stuff happening for you in January. A lot of kind of sexual healing, and just starting to really enjoy each other's company again, making memories, because ultimately that is what you're going to take forwards with you. It's not going to be the pain that you want to carry with you. It's, you want to have fun, you want to make memories, you want to enjoy things with this person right now. And there is going to be that opportunity to do that. But like I said, it's going to be kind of flirting and getting to know each other. Because ultimately, this is what you've been asking for. You've been asking for an improvement in this connection, and that is what you're going to see. You're going to have to find the balance between love and work as well, because it might feel that, you have a lot of tension in your work situation right now. So as a result, you might struggle to kind of let your hair down and let loose in a romantic situation. But, you're being guided to really try and disassociate work from love for the month of January. Okay. Let us move on to stack 2. So stack 2, generally you've got the Hanged Man. For your career, you've got the 7 of Cups. For your love life, you've got the Magician, with calling in your soulmate, with Divine Masculine, and soulmate. I love this. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. And you've got the Magician, which is the manifester, and you have the calling in your soulmate card here. So we'll get stuck into that in a second. First of all, generally, you're going through an upgrade in the month of January. You're going to start seeing more signs and synchronicities, and if you didn't think that was possible, trust me, it is. They're going to be surrounding you. You're going to have so much guidance and support from Spirit. Your crown chakra is really coming online, so you are going to be receiving a lot of messages from, through dreams, through meditations, from your guides. I'm seeing that you might feel a little bit stuck, or you might not be particularly happy with where you are in January, but ultimately, I feel like you're being kind of kept here for a reason. You're asked not to try and push forwards too much. Group 1 and Group 2 seem to be linking quite strongly. You're being asked to keep still, because ultimately you're in your power. You're calling in your soulmate, so you actually don't want to be moving. It's like if you... Okay, they're showing me like a takeaway now. So if you're ordering a delivery to your house and like food, like some kind of takeout, and you've put in your address, that's what you're asking. You're manifesting this to your address, towards you. If you go moving around, like, you're gonna miss your delivery. You're not gonna get your food that you've asked for. So, if you're really focused on manifesting, you want to stay still whilst you do this. You want to stay in your power, and you want to focus on just raising your vibrations so that you are in alignment with what you're asking for. And the Hanged Man, like, look at this crown chakra really upgrading here, coming online. So you are going to be coming into alignment with the universe. This is asking you to surrender. The Hanged Man to me is always a message of surrender. So, you are going to be, focused on what you want to manifest, but then surrendering to how this happens and trusting that the universe will bring it about when you are ready. You're going to be so focused on reaching this level of alignment so that this can manifest physically. With the 7 of Cups, I'm getting that your career, you're going to have lots of choices and options. But, sometimes it's better to start at the bottom. I'm really getting that these things up here, they're for later on. You need to focus on what's in front of you right now, and slowly you'll be able to move up the ladder. But there's just so much choice available to you that you can spend a long time being stuck trying to decide what it is you want to do, when actually you can have all of these cups. It's just about tackling one at a time, not trying to take on too much at once, especially because we're only at the start of the year. You don't want to be taking on too many responsibilities and having too much to do. You don't want to exhaust yourself in the first month, so it's more important that you spread these out and just focus on the one thing that really, really is lighting you up right now, the one thing that brings you a lot of excitement. For your love life, you are manifesting this. You are the Magician, really in your power. This is what you're calling in. You're ready for a new beginning with this person, and you're focused on just calling them towards you rather than you pushing. And you're probably the Divine Feminine of your connection if you're watching this, because this is your Divine Masculine that you are calling in. You're telling him that you are ready. You know that you two are already together in spirit. There is no separation here. Separation is only an illusion. And as you really get in this mindset, you're going to start to see them manifest. I am excited to see if this person actually does make an appearance in January, and how this does progress, because I'm sensing really, really good things for your relationship. Okay, on to Group 3. So generally, Group 3, you have the 5 of Swords. For your career, you have Judgment. For your relationship, you have Ace of Swords, Reconciliation, Third Dimension, and deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. So overall, you guys, for the month of January in group 3, you're going to be rising above any conflict or tension that has been present in your life in 2019. I'm seeing that you're ready for huge changes to take place. You've been in some kind of catalyst here, like you've been transforming and really focusing on yourself, and as a result of that, I am seeing that people who have been blocking you from moving forwards are kind of moving away. I'm getting that people are just going to be more accepting of you, more accepting of your opinions. Like, no one's trying to stop you now. Whereas I'm getting really before that there was a lot of people trying to tell you what was right, what was wrong, really influencing you, like trying to help you make decisions. And you're deciding, you're walking away from that. You're not putting up with that anymore. You really are kind of rising above all of that. For your career, you're ready to burst out of this bubble now. You are ready to make yourself known. I feel like you've heard the calling of your life purpose, and the month of January is about you starting to take action. Starting to make plans and really realize what it is that you are here to do, because you're not here to live a normal life. You're here to do and achieve so much more, to help people. I feel like you're here to help other people burst out of their bubble, and you're hearing that call from the universe right now, and you're trying to plan and think about how it is you can fulfill this life purpose. But I'm sensing that you are ready to make some kind of career transition, changes, or just upgrade, really kind of like do something a little bit different, or increase your workload is something I'm getting through in particular. So it might be that you're ready to do more and kind of like work a little bit harder here, so that you can help other people burst out of their bubble, and kind of like help wake the world up, I suppose, is what I'm getting through here. For your relationship, I'm guessing that with the Ace of Swords here, there's going to be some kind of communication coming in for you. There is going to be something that comes to light where you're going to realise maybe you had the wrong end of the stick. Maybe you were being a little bit dramatic, or, you thought the worst of a situation and things are really not as bad as you seem. January, someone is going to be returning to reconcile with you, or you could be connecting with this person through dreams in particular, receiving a lot of messages from them through your dreams or meditations. Someone from your past is preparing to return. They want to talk to you, they want to sort things out. And with this reconciliation of third dimension, I really am getting that for many of you who have been kind of like, I want to say stuck in the 5D connection, where you've not seen much progress in the 3D. I am sensing that is going to change. There's going to be a new beginning here, and that's why, you're going to see that things are not as bad as you seem, or that you had the wrong end of the stick here. Perhaps you didn't have enough 3D confirmation before, so it made you doubt things in this connection, but you're going to get that 3D confirmation when this person returns, and you're going to really realise that actually everything was not quite as it seems. Because deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. So, you're both going to be following your heart here. And I do sense this reconciliation is going to be very important in gaining clarity of the situation. Because you're going to realise that actually what you felt in your heart was true. And it was only your fears and your ego that were making you see things differently than how they truly were. And as a result of this reconciliation, there is going to be kind of like deeper, more meaningful conversations here. But I just sense that this is the first step now. You're going to be reconciling in the 3D, and that's the first step of kind of like reconnecting with this person. For group 3, I am sensing that there's been some kind of quite long separation between you and your twin. There's been a lot of obstacles that you both face, so they're just getting like, you really deserve this opportunity. Okay, so that is all for groups 1, 2 and 3. I hope you've enjoyed that January pick a card reading. Let me know in the comments, if it resonates for you, what you chose, and also what happens to you guys. Sending you so much love and light.